Hello, beautiful people of the Most High. It is Tuesday afternoon. We're just chilling out here. I went to Home Depot, got some more boxes so I can finish packing. Um, yeah, I want to be out of here by the end of the month. I have to check my email because, like I said, I emailed my real estate guy and told him that I want to rent a house with a fenced-in yard right now until my inheritance comes through, and I'm gonna get him to help me buy that house. It's in Great Falls, Virginia. It's beautiful out there. It's like dynasty type beautiful, like the show Dallas, that kind of beautiful. Because there's two places I'm gonna show in the video that I make. I like the outside of one better and the inside of the other better. And they both have been built. One is 2023 and the other one's more recent. And pretty nice. Yep, pretty nice. So I wanted to read a scripture to you guys. And then I just want to talk a little bit. Okay, I'm coming from Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall make straight your paths. So this verse is basically telling us, if you just put all your faith in the Lord, just trust him. I know it sounds like a lot easier said than done, but sometimes you reach that point where that's all you got. Right now I'm at that point. That is all I have. Because, although I hadn't said anything until just now, I am getting a lot of voicemails from some lending companies to refinance this home. You see what I'm saying? So, I've been telling the good officials this stuff. So, it's some type of stuff going on, okay? And it can only be an internal job, if you understand what I mean. So I answered one day. So I'm going to play along with this thing. And the girl, she was really friendly. She said, "Is this Mrs. Everhart?" I said, "Yes, it is." She said, "Hey, I just want to give you guys that information you requested." And I'm thinking to myself, we? It wasn't me. Must have been my imposter. It had to be my imposter because we do look alike. So, anyhow, it's so crazy. I feel like I'm in the middle of some crazy Tyler Perry show. Tyler Perry, you have changed. You have changed, young man. And I feel like I'm in the middle of something. Did you write this? Are we in the Matrix? What is going on? Oh my goodness. So anyhow, let me figure out where I was going with this. I can't remember. Oh goodness. What was I talking about? I don't know. I think, trusting in the Lord to do for you when that's all you have left. So that's where I am. So, and there have been other refinances taken out because of the way things are now. This electronic age, anybody can hack in. And if you're sitting in the same room, you can do it twice and pretend you're me. You see what I'm saying? And then if you have to show ID, well, you got access to it. It's right here at the house. You see? Inside job. But everybody says, I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one. I'm the wicked one. No, I'm not. I just defend myself. I'm not going to let anybody run over me. I'm sorry. I'm just not. And nobody's going to take what God has given to me. He told me he's not going to let anybody take it. And he wants me to calm down. But it's just, I'm just a fighter. I have always fought for the underdog. And right now, I am the underdog in this scenario. So I am fighting for myself. But when I'm up and there are underdogs and I see them big bullies, I'm your girl. You can count on me. I like to laugh and have fun and stuff like that. But when times are tough and you need you need some backup, I'm your girl. I mean, because I'm intelligent too. So I mean, that matters a lot. I got my military background. I mean, and that is instilled in me because of the way I was raised. So the first level of real discipline that I had was when I joined the Army at 18. Was it 18 or 17 and a half? Somewhere around there. In 1981. November 1981. I was born May 63. So that's the only discipline I had. So, I mean, that's instilled in me. And people just think that I'm just this nasty person. No, I'm a military woman. Military woman, always. And I'm not ashamed of that. If you're offended by that, that just means we're not suited to be friends. And that's okay. Everybody doesn't have to be friends with everybody. And because everybody's not friends with everybody, we don't need to cancel people and do all this other stuff that we believe we have a right to do. No, you don't. No. We are free-willed individuals. That's the way the Lord created us. We have come up with this, whatever it is. I don't even know what you call this stuff. Seriously. I don't even know what you call this. This is the craziest stuff I've ever seen, you know, and I like to watch historical documentaries and I like to watch movies that do adaptations of, you know, historical periods and stuff like that. I can bury myself there. I mean, I can actually plant myself there. Red, please, dude. There he is. That's Big Red. Thing is, he's trained everybody to be big mouths. Okay, so I don't know where I am. Yeah, I think if I start doing these live, somebody will let me know where I am in the comments, and I won't be insulted. I just need the help, or I need to start writing while I'm talking, but then it won't flow. So I'm at that point where I'm just depending on God, and they're looking at me, my internal and external frenemies, that's family enemies. I call them faminies. Yeah, I mean, they're looking at me like, how are you still happy and praising the Lord? There's something wrong with her. Yeah, we're gonna set her up. You know, they think I don't see the alerts when they're testing the security system in the house. I mean, I got my email set up for that stuff too. I'm not as stupid as you think I am. I played stupid the first time you implied that I was. I said, oh, he thinks I'm dumb, huh? All right, Marilyn Farmer. I'm going to show you stupid. And I played that role. And I watched you. I studied you. Studied your intent. And I had told my dad when we went to Angela's wedding, not the stuff that happened, with, you not protecting me, the stuff that happened when we got on the plane, me, you, Dawn, and Whitney, to come back home. And you knowing that I had had surgery the week before and that my immune system was like really, really down and I hadn't been doing well, you knew that. And it's leading up to this. So when we got ready to take off, something happened. I felt my heart it just felt like life was leaving out of me, and I fainted. And I fell over like on the tray. So of course, the stewardesses and stuff like that, they stopped the plane. They had to get me off of there. They couldn't take off like that. Be lawsuits and just wouldn't be a good thing. So they did what they were supposed to do. And Dawn and Whitney at the time were 20, 21, 22. They were probably a little bit older than that. They were already on their own, right? And so Dawn got off with me. He's really mad about that. And I told him I was sorry, went with me to the hospital. And then we took a taxi to the hotel near the airport. He fuming mad, like name calling mad, kicking stuff, and I just remembered my insides hurting so bad. What had happened was, because my immune system was so compromised because of all the antibiotics and stuff they were giving me. I had like a surgery where they took bone out of my hip to put it into my jaw because the bone in my mouth was, deteriorating. I guess it's some type of whatever disease. And they had to give me a lot of antibiotics for that because they did surgery in 2 locations, the mouth and the hip at the same time. So they were so powerful, they stripped my good bacteria, and I end up contracting, what's that thing? Shingles on the inside of me. And I'm like, I was crying and screaming for my mother. And I was in my 30s. Or was I in my 40s? Whenever I came to this area, 2000, I had to be around 2006, 2007. I was curled up in a bed crying and screaming for my mother. It was intestinal. It was in my intestines. Talking about pain. Oh, I still suffer from that now. Not the shingles, but it left like IBS. And it'll flare up, and I'm just, can't leave the house, So it's crazy. But anyhow, I was saying something about Dawn, wasn't I? What was I saying? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know, but I forgive everybody who did me wrong. Everybody involved in this, I guess you call it robbery, when you steal from somebody and you steal their identity and you take their money and pretend you're them. That's a robbery. Whatever it is, I forgive everybody. I do, because I know you're human. We're all human. I forgive you, but that don't mean I'm gonna hang around you. I ain't gonna hang around you anymore. I don't want to. But I do forgive you. I don't hold that against you. I ain't gonna go around talking about you and hating you. That hurts me. People don't believe that, but when you don't forgive somebody, you're hurting yourself. I am not hurting myself. God has just healed me of altogether 19 years of psychological abuse. I survived. But there were some times I wanted to do some things. I'm not talking about to myself. And there was one time, because, I knew God had told me that I was there for a purpose. This was my assignment. It was going to be the toughest assignment of my life before I went to my next level. So I knew when we start sleeping in separate bedrooms, I knew that it was an assignment that we had to do. He got lost in the sauce because he has the same gift level that I do. But his family, just like my family, are jealous of his gifts. But what they do, just like my family, they work in that black magic, witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, all that old stupid shit. Sorry, excuse my language, and I ain't gonna edit it out, okay? God forgive me. So they got him under the influence, because of my strong personality. So they start weaving lies, and not lies all the time, because there was plenty of times I did tell their behinds off. So, but they had did something to me. I didn't just go around telling them off. I'm pretty laid back. I don't bother anybody. I'll help you if you need it. But if you come after me or come after somebody that I love, but God told me I'm going to a new level and I have to leave all that stuff behind. So I don't know what to say now, okay? I can't take that with me. So I'm going to have to approach it differently. And I'm praying for God to send me someone to help me approach that differently, to help me calm that aspect of myself, because I know that is an aspect that is out of control. The Bible says the tongue is the smallest organ, but it is the deadliest because of what it does. It can slash a heart. It can tear down confidence. It can ruin a person for life just from what you say to them as children, if they're, not strong, and a child's mind isn't that strong. And I know we all do this, and I'm talking about myself too, okay? Don't be talking about, she up there talking about people, and she don't know what she talking about, all that education. Yeah, there was one woman that I followed, and she was the one that actually helped me get the live feed out. She was the first one up in my feeds, and I would beat myself up, right? And then others started appearing and stuff, but it was a rough week. So Wednesday, April 2nd, Lord came to me. I wrote the stuff down, just notes, so I knew, as he was giving them to me. Like I said, he was showing me different things, so I was making notes. And then Friday, I think the Lord was satisfied with the list. But I wasn't. I wasn't, so I started doing a formal layout of a it's a certain thing that you can, is it a op-ed? Because I was going to take it out in the Washington Post. I was going to say, God sent me to share a word. And then I was going to tell him the prophecy, right? And I actually went online with the Washington Post. And I filled out the application and everything. And I accompanied it with with an email where I said, I know this is going to sound crazy. And could I have not sounded more crazier? I said, but the Lord. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. But I said, but the Lord has sent me to give a word, to the people. Oh my God. I still have the email, the sent email and stuff. And I never got a response. So I said, okay, well, maybe. Oh no, then the next thing I did is I just typed in Christian newspapers online. I said, they'll want to help. I'm sorry. I did this to myself. God did not tell me to do all this. This is why I was looking all beat up. When I did the Elion has sent me video. It was a long week. So now I know what that verse in the Bible, is it a chapter where Jacob was fighting with the Lord all night, the angel of the Lord and stuff, and he threw his hip out? Well, my back hurts. I've been so defiant with God because I'm so sorry. I'm not nuts. I am not nuts. I'm very sane. Because I carry the spirit of fear. And he wants me to do all this stuff where I'm out front and all that stuff, and I don't want to do it. And I keep not doing it. He keeps whooping my butt. So I don't know what to do. Oh God. Oh man. That's why I'm being poisoned now. I was supposed to get out of here a while back. But I played martyr and stayed when the Lord had released me a couple years ago. So I'm doing all this to myself. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys, I gotta end this. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I'm sleepy. You want to say goodbye? Say goodbye, Autumn. That's Miss Autumn. That's a mama. This is Pigpen. I don't think she likes that name. She likes Medea better. Say goodbye, Breeze. Say goodbye, Red. Bye-bye, Raven. See you guys.